Hey everybody, JCB here at the Awesomist, and you're watching the Awesomist Reviews. As you might have noticed from my voice, I have a little bit of a cold. On the bright side, it does give me a much sexier narration voice, almost Markiplier levels of sexy. Some call it the Phoebe effect, when your voice becomes more sexy when you get sick.
What are they feeding you? This chick sounds good.
Anyway, as most of you know, a little while back I did a review on a Bluetooth touch lamp / speaker called the Anonsuo A8. Well, apparently the folks at Anonsuo really liked what I had to say because they sent me another one to review. This is the Anonsuo A8, and it's pretty awesome. As always, this video is not sponsored. I am not against doing sponsored videos, and if I ever do one, I will label it as such, but this one's not sponsored. And actually, now that I mention it, while I did like the A8 lamp, I wasn't overly excited about this little guy. It had a few issues. For instance, it has to be plugged into the wall. The touch controls required some getting used to, and it doesn't have a built-in microphone, which means you can't use your phone's virtual assistant via Bluetooth. This speaker checks all of those boxes and delivers a much louder, much bassier sound. But let's start with the unboxing. Holy crap, this thing is packaged well. It's an impenetrable force field of bubble wrap. Once inside this cocoon of bubble wrap, you'll find a pretty nice box. Here it is on the side. It says dual speakers, 6 hours of playtime, easy carry handle, and light show. And on this side it says light show, 36 LED programs, rechargeable up to 6 hours of playtime, voice prompts, speakerphone, aux in port, and rubberized exterior. Opening it up, we have instructions. On the bottom we have a USB charger and an aux cable, and the actual speaker itself. I gotta say, this thing is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I was expecting like a coffee cup size. This thing is massive, and it's worth every inch of space it takes because it's got amazing sound. Now, I would love to show you guys this thing playing some music you would know and recognize, but YouTube copyright, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So here's some free public domain music you might recognize. This is a huge improvement over the A8 lamp, which seemed to be designed for like more relaxing music and not so much bass-heavy stuff. Anyway, so how about that light show feature? This is actually pretty cool. There's lots of different options for you to choose from, and if you just want some music and no lights at all, you can even turn them off altogether, which is always nice. Of course, setting up this speaker was no trouble at all. It came up right away on my Google Pixel as the Anonsuo A8. I just tapped on that and everything started working. On the top of the speaker, there are a few buttons that each have their own functionality. The M mutes the microphone, the play, pause, call button does those three things. You have brightness up and down, settings which changes between different light show options. You have power in the middle, forward and backward skip, and then of course, plus and minus for volume. The buttons are of course all very responsive and everything works exactly like you'd expect, and I even like the handle on this thing. I was expecting it to be like the plastic handles on like a trick-or-treat pumpkin bucket, but no, this thing is a nice, soft, rubbery feeling, very comfortable to hold for long periods of time. And of course that built-in microphone means you can use your phone's virtual assistant like Google Now or Siri. Okay Google, tell me a joke.
Might make you laugh. What kind of music do bunnies like best? Hip-hop.
The speaker itself is pretty light. At just over 2 pounds, it has just enough weight to not fall over in the wind or feel too cheap. On the bottom toward the back, you have the USB charging port, the aux port if you don't want to use Bluetooth, and even a micro SD card slot that you can use to put songs on it that way. Which is great if you were like out camping and you wanted to listen to music, but you didn't have any cell phone service to stream any music with. I absolutely love this thing. I have yet to find an actual flaw. Except, I mean, it doesn't have touch controls like the A8, but I actually find the buttons very responsive and easier to use. This thing is great, and the sound quality blows the A8 away. So that's the A8 Bluetooth speaker / LED light by Anonsuo. I have a link in the description if you'd like to pick one up, and I'd highly recommend it. So what do you think? Would you be interested in buying one of these things? Is there anything it doesn't do that you wish it did do? Or any questions you have that I might be able to answer? Let me know down in the comments section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I release new videos every week. And until next time, keep being awesome.
Excited about what's ahead, and I'm committed to keeping our parks on the leading edge of family entertainment and thrills. Unless it costs too
Whatever
much.
it takes to make sure that Six Flags always measures up to your highest expectations.
Unless it takes
I
money.
may be the chairman, president, and CEO of Six Flags.
But I have
Our
no
guests
idea what
are
I'm
the boss.
doing.